Hello everyone. Today is day 5 of my 30-day video challenge. What I want to share with you today is the importance of quality time. And I can even back that up a little bit and say the importance of time management, because quality time is just one of the ways that you spend your time. Time management, when I started implementing it in my life, everything changed for me in a way that brought me a lot of joy. I can still remember, I believe I had started nannying from home. I was on a webinar hosted by Mark Hoverson, and he talked about our goals, our priorities are represented in how we spend our time. And so if you tell me that your number one priority is one thing, then show me in your calendar how much time gets devoted to that thing that you say is the top. I at the time said my kids. Kids are my top priority. And great, he said, now how often and how much time do they get in your schedule? And at that time I realized, because they were going to school and needing rest, they're little children, I was really only getting a minimal amount of time with them. And then if I chose to host a party or go to a meeting or do something to grow my entrepreneurial career in the evening hours, be on a webinar, then I missed that vital time with them. And then I saw in the week that I was doing that like 3 weekdays during the week to attempt to grow my career online, my entrepreneurship. But it really shook me when Mark Hoverson pointed that out. He's like, if your number one priority is not your number one time, check yourself and flip that around, work that out. And so that's kind of what I want to make this video about today, is make sure that the things that are most important to you are reflected in how you spend your time. Now, oftentimes, the most important thing to us is taking care of our family. And that doesn't get to mean for everyone being the act of physically taking care of our family. Oftentimes, taking care of our family means going out and working to generate income and being away from our family in order to support our family so that someone else actually cares for. And that's totally okay. And I want us to be honest and real with ourselves about where can we shift our time so that when the kids are available, then we are available as parents to them. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but like I have a 6-year-old at home, an 11-year-old, a 16-year-old, and an 18-year-old. And the three boys, minus the 6-year-old girl, so the 3 boys, they would all love to sleep in till 11, 12, 1 in the afternoon. Later, if I would let them. They all want to sleep in. So like during that time when they're sleeping is a great time for me to work on myself, spend time with my self-care, spend one-on-one time with Octavia, work on my business. Octavia, on the other hand, she's waking up at about 7:30, which is totally fine because girlfriend goes to bed at 9. And so if I'm able to get my work time in when she's asleep or when she's having some independent playtime, and then I'm able to shift and play with her at the park, not try to work on my phone while we're at the park. And then I can shift and do an art activity with her, sit down and really pay attention to her, because I've focused on other things when I needed to, so that I'm then available when she is available, because she and my other children as well are my number one priority. Having a relationship with them, creating lasting experiences and memories, influencing their development, assisting in their development, that's my number one thing right now. And so I want to make sure it's number one in my schedule. At the same time, taking good care of myself, taking good care of my home, spending time in my marriage, and working my business are all things that I give my time to, my actual time. But everything is scheduled around what's most important to me. Now, I don't know if you've seen this before. Maybe I will attempt to link this video to it. But I saw one time a professor talking about someone having a full life, and he has a glass jar, and he fills the glass jar with golf balls, and he asks the students, is this full? Yeah, it's full. Oh, is it? And then he drops in marbles around the golf balls. Is it full now? Oh, yeah, it's full. And then he drops in something else, sand around the golf balls. Is it full now? Yeah. Then he goes to add in a beer, and, I can add that in too. And so the point is the golf balls being the number one thing that's important in our life. And But if we fill it up with the little stuff, we put the sand in first. If we put the smaller stuff in first, then there's no room for what's important. And so really it's just about getting awareness and then making that shift where it needs to happen. And I'm sharing this with you because it's something I learned back in January 2014 from Mark Hoverson, and I applied it in my life then, and I have to catch myself all the time and reapply it all over again. That's what I'm doing right now, and so that's what I am choosing to share with you today on my 30-day video challenge on day 5. I hope you've enjoyed. I would love to hear how you are going to implement some changes in your life. All right, goodbye.